What is going on, mortals? Mortal T here, and today, as you can see, we're back on Ark Survival Evolved, because I am going to be showing you how to get your hands on all these really cool looking creatures behind me. These are all the skeleton variants of the creatures that you can get in the Fear Evolved 4 event, which is happening right now. I'm doing this because the Xbox update actually came like 3 or 4 days late, so they've got less time to try and do everything. So I'm going to be showing you how you can get your hands on all of these cool, really cool skeleton dinos. So let's just get straight into it. So we're going to start off with a really big, dangerous guy, so you need to be really careful when you spawn this one in, because the codes, for some reason, the GM summon commands don't automatically tame these guys because they are special event creatures, so you don't tame them straight away. You have to force tame them, but the code is right here. I just need to adjust it a tiny bit. I'm going to put the GM summon in anyway because it allows us to select the level of the dino that we want. So I want it to spawn in as a 150, but as you can see, this is the Giga. That is the full code. Yes, it is a bit long. If you're on single player, you will not need to put in the admin cheat before the GM summon. That's only if you're on single player. If you're on a non-dedicated server or a dedicated server, but you have access to these console commands, you will have to use the admin cheat code before the rest of the code. So as the code goes, it's admin cheat space GM summon space quotation marks bone underscore gigant underscore character underscore BP underscore C end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want to spawn in as. So it'll spawn in as a 150 Giga. This is why I'm saying be very careful, because these do a lot of damage. So as you can see, it's actually spawned in right now. We want to look up as quickly as we possibly can, trying to get it into like the center of our screen, and then we need to type another code to actually tame this beast, which if you don't know already, it is force tame, like so. And boom, it's tamed at a 225, which is an absolute perfect tame. And there we have the skeleton Giga, which actually looks really cool. And because we force tame it, we can ride it without a saddle. Now, you can just put a normal saddle on here if you want it to look really good with a saddle. But if you don't want a saddle, you don't want it to mess up with all the bones or nothing, because the saddle is pretty big and it drapes over it quite big. But yeah, you can ride it without, or just put a saddle on it to make it look like you're actually riding it properly. But that's entirely up to you, or give it a tiny bit of extra armor. But that is the first code. Like I said, that is a big guy. We best put this on passive because it probably will just go around and start eating everything. But we're going to move on to the next code. I am going to whack it on screen for you mortals. So there you have it. That is the next one. So yet again, this is admin cheat, leave a space GM summon, leave a space quotation marks bone underscore Quetzal underscore character underscore BP underscore C end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So we're going to put it in, and boom. But you need to look up straight away. I've actually spawned in 2 here by accident, but yet again, you will have to use the force tame command to actually tame these. So that's what you need to keep in mind, because usually when you find these out in the wild, you can't usually tame them. You can kill them, and you will get a costume of the bone stuff that you can put on one of your Quetzals if you so wish. But there you have it. That's our Quetzal flying away for some reason. But let's fly back on this guy. This is also another pretty big guy if you think about it. And I don't know, the bone ones just seem so much cooler, especially for the Halloween event. But yeah, okay, that's the second one down. We're going to move on to the next one. So there you have it. This is for one of the smallest creatures in the game, but it's pretty darn cute still. So it's admin cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore Jaboa underscore character underscore BP underscore C end of quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So we're going to put it in. It spawns straight in front of us. Yet again, this is not tamed, So you will have to be kind of quick. They're not actually that fast, but as long as you get it into your center of your screen, and then go back to the admin commands and just put in force tame. Hover over it and boom, now it is yours, as you can see, and you can pick it up and put it on your shoulder, and now you have got a skeleton Jaboa on your shoulder, which is really, really cool. So the next one that I am going to show you is also a really big guy, so make sure you have some space. So there is the next code, mortals. So this is admin cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore sauropod underscore character underscore BP underscore C, quote, end of quotation marks, leave a space, and the level of the dino what you want. So this is basically the Bronto. This is the skeleton Bronto. Doesn't matter what word it says in there, it's actually the Bronto, but you need to type that word in order for it to be spawned. So here you have it. This is a male one, pretty darn cool, but as you can see, rather big. And these are kind of passive, and so unless you hit this by accident, you have plenty of time to try and tame this guy. So yet again, get its name in kind of the center of your screen, and then go back to the admin commands and type in the cheat force tame, like so. And now it's tamed, and now we can ride it. Come here, you. Come here. Booyah, like so. Now, like I said before, if you can find these out in the wild and you can just kill them, and they should drop you the bone costume itself, but Gigas are pretty hard to take down unless you got some really cool, really heavy hitting dinos yourself, and Brontos just tend to have a lot of health in the first place, so try and kill some of these can be pretty darn difficult. That's why I'm showing you how to spawn them in and tame them, just so you can get them yourselves without all the fuss or mess of trying to kill something while it's in air, or something that's got a huge amount of health. Admin cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore Stego underscore character underscore BP underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So yet again, this is like a passive creature anyway, so you don't have to worry about it trying to attack you straight away. But there you go, that's a really cool look at it. If you want, you can actually just kill these, and it should give you the costume, but I find it easier just to force tame these guys so we can just have them anyway, because especially if you spawn them in a custom level, I think it's just better just to tame them so you have the creature anyway. But there you have it, and now we have a skeleton, and because my rates are so high, this guy shifts. But really cool. I think they've actually updated these a tiny bit since the last time. They actually look a lot more detailed now, which is actually really cool. So we've got what, 1 2 3 4, and then the Jaboa on his shoulder, which is 5. We still got a couple more to go though. When I say a couple, about 4. So the next code is on screen for you mortals right now. It is admin cheat, leave space, GM summon, leave space, quotation marks, bone underscore trike underscore character underscore BP underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. So I put it in, boom, and it's spawned, looking really cool. Oh no, it's going on a Madden. This Trike doesn't know what's happening. Oh no. Passive. Everything's gonna run amok. Right, come here. Let's just go back and force tame this guy. See, that's what happens when you don't put your creatures on passive. One slight thing and they all start moving. So there we go. Boom. That is now the skeleton Trike. I got blinded by the stupid Dillo. But here you go. This is the Trike, looking very cool. And it's only moving so fast because of my boosted server, guys. So yeah, looking really cool. I really do like these bone costumes. They're actually really nice, because as you can see, it's not actually a costume at the moment. It's not actually wearing a costume. So these are fully bone all the time. You can't take the costume on and off. These are fully bone all the time. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is right on screen for you mortals. So it's admin cheat, leave space, GM summon, leave space, quotation marks, bone underscore mega raptor underscore character underscore BP underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level of the dino that you want. Now, yet again, be pretty careful. The raptors are pretty quick and they are aggressive, so it will try and attack you probably straight away. So be pretty darn careful. And for some reason, they've called it the Mega Raptor. I don't know why. It is just a normal raptor with a bomb made out of skeletals. So there you have it. But boom, here you go. It's really fast, and as you can see, it did try and attack me straight away. But we try and get it into our middle of the screen as quick as you possibly can, mortals, and then we're just gonna force tame this bad boy. I actually believe, for some reason, this is actually an alpha raptor. For some reason, I don't know why they made it an alpha raptor. Maybe because it's bigger and it maybe look better. But yeah, okay, this is actually an alpha skeleton. That's why it's so much bigger. But boom. These things are super cool, super fast, and I think personally they actually look better with the bone costume. Would help if I didn't put its head into the brick right there. But there you have it. Really cool. All its claws out there. It looks really, really, really cool. Very, very nice. But moving on to the next code. Now this is another big, dangerous dino. So be very careful yet again. But this is probably one that a lot of people have probably been waiting for. So let's just whack it up on screen for you mortals. And there you have it. So, admin cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore mega rex underscore character underscore BP underscore C, end of quotation marks, leave a space, and the level of the dino that you want. So as you can see, this is a T-Rex. This is a mega T-Rex. So this is an alpha T-Rex. So you need to be extremely careful because these can do a huge amount of damage. So here this bad boy is. Now unfortunately I am actually in creator mode, so I can't take any damage, but this is really cool to look at. So yet again I am just going to force tame this bad boy. If you try and find one of these out in the wild, they are going to be pretty darn rare, so trying to kill it is going to be pretty hard. Same with the Mega Raptor. So trying to get the costume for one of these can be super hard, so that's why I prefer just force taming them, and then you just have them anyway. But there you have it. That is the Skeleton Rex, or Skeletal Rex, sorry. They look really, really cool. I really love the skeletal versions of a lot of these creatures. But we're going to move on to the next one. So the code goes admin cheat, go GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore mega carno underscore character underscore BP underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, and then the level of the dino that you want. But as you can see, this is yet again another alpha version of these guys, because this is an alpha carno, so be extremely careful yet again when you spawn this in, because it probably will attack you straight away. So boom, there you go. As it's in your center of your screen, and it's automatically tamed like that. Really, really cool. So last but not least, mortals, we're going to move on to the last one. And this is another big, scary, very dangerous dino. So be very, very careful when you spawn this one in. But I'm going to put the command up on screen for you mortals. So there you have it, mortals. This is the last code. So it's admin cheat, leave a space, GM summon, leave a space, quotation marks, bone underscore mega wyvern underscore character underscore BP underscore fire underscore C, end the quotation marks, leave a space, then the level that you want it to spawn it as. So as you've already guessed, this is a mega wyvern. Now you can only get mega fire wyverns. There is no other mega type of wyvern. It's always a mega fire wyvern. So yeah. So like I said, this can be extremely dangerous, and it can actually fly off. So once you spawn in, you need to look at it straight away. Try and get it into your center of your screen as quickly as you possibly can, and then go back into the admin cheat. and force tame it, obviously. So there we have it. Boom. And now we have got a mega wyvern, well, mega skeleton wyvern, or for some reason they've named this one different. They've called this a bone fire wyvern, even though they've named everything else skeletal, whatever the dino is. Kind of weird, but this one is pretty darn cool. Yet again, we can ride it. So there you have it. So that is it, mortals. That is all the skeletal creatures you can spawn in and tame for your amusement and pleasure. They do look really cool. Like I had said throughout the video, you can find these out in the wild and you can go and kill them, and they should drop the bone costumes for that certain type of dino. So if you kill a skeletal trike, it should drop a skeleton bone costume for the trike. But some of these are pretty hard to find. The skeleton Giga can be pretty hard to find, and trying to take it on and kill it can be pretty hard. And so some of the other stuff are as well. That's why I've shown you how to spawn them in and tame them, so you can just mess around with them as you please. But mortals, I hope that helps you out a lot, and I know people on Xbox got this update a bit late, and I hope this does help those people out especially, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.